Hi everyone and welcome to lecture 2. In our last class we talked about classes and objects, and a class can refer to as a template that supports the generation of objects. So a template or a class can be like a mold, and then you can generate objects from that mold. And then you also have, so we're able to generate student 1 and student 2 from that template. And you can see you have a student, you have student. So we actually used this template. We use this template. It's a student, so referring to this template. And then implicitly, we are calling this constructor. So this is a special kind of function called constructor. So once you call that template, the constructor is also called, and then the constructor would help you set the properties of that object. So once you call the template, it's a hey template, help me create this student. Hey template, help me create this student too. So once you call hey student template, help me create student 1, then John is passed into the name, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is also passed into the matric number. And then what the student holds is assigned to the name, which is John. What the matric number holds, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, is also assigned to matric number. And at the end, an object is created, an object that has got two properties, the name and the matric number. And such that if you print, it will tell you the name. And then if you also come here to say, well, this object that we've created, student 1 with student 2, student 1, then we can also ask for the matric number. And so this will run it, and it tells you that student 1's matric number is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we could also have methods that can help us do some stuff. For example, so imagine that if we've created student 1, and then if there's a mistake in the matric number, we could also create functions or methods that can help us rectify that. So def, I can say set matric number. So let's use this one. Check this out. So you can see this function, you can see it's different from the one we have above. This one has got init, which is a constructor, a special kind of function, but this is a regular function method that has a name that takes in parameters. So if I want to set the matric number of this student 1, all I need to do is to say student 1, student 1 dots, and then I call that function set matric number. Then I pass the new matric number I want it. The new update. So now the new update is what? 4321. So this function is called, and so the function, and then 4321 gets in here. So this self implicitly means that that object is also being passed. So myself, this object, I want to change my matric number. So this object, which is student 1 dot my matric number, should be replaced with whatever you have here. And what you have here is 4321 that has been passed. You can see that's a function. You're calling that function, and then you're passing in 4321. And then 4321 goes into this matric number. And then you're now saying myself, that is object 1, dot my matric number should be 4231. And then if I now print at student 1 or matric number, you can see it has been updated. It has been updated from 1, 2, 3, 4 to 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope this is clear. Yeah, so this is a constructor that helps you set the properties of an object. In this case, properties such as the name and the matric number. And then you also have a special kind of function that can also help you do some stuff. For example, to set the matrix number, it can also be used to also do some stuff. To, for example, if you want to change, if let's say imagine that we made a mistake here and I want to change the name. Let's say def. Let's say set name, the set name, and then so imagine we've made a mistake here now. So this is not Dio. So let's say it's Bolaji or something. So we could also use the same method and say, okay, well, student 2, student student 2, and then we call student 2 calls that function which is set name, and so we want to set the new name from Dio to, let's say, to Bolaji. I want to set it from Dio to Bolaji, and then you say Bolaji. Then once you've done that, we can also print. So let's print the new name of student 2, and then once we do that, you can see it tells us that the new name has been updated from John to Bolaji. Then you can also, what else too? Yeah, so that's a constructor, that's a method. So you have two methods, one that will set the matrix number, then you also have another one that sets the name. And then, yeah, so I hope this is clear. Yeah, so see you in the next class. Thank you very much.